Hey guys, it's me, John. I'm kidding. No, welcome back, guys. We got another banger of video, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button, guys. It really helps me know I'm doing my job correctly, guys. No, so I was gonna make a video about this last night, but it was from, as you can see, 5 hours ago. So I wasn't gonna make a video. But thank you to Stormwolf if this is in fact true, which kind of makes sense when you consider everything. So Stormwolf, this was in regards to the Chris Jansen's very special message. Basically, for anyone who didn't watch it, go watch it. But he was begging for money, like he normally does, not only for the Sonichu Temple, but for his own personal use in prison, for the commissary, and whatnot. But so Stormwolf, thank you for commenting this. I love when people who are have more access to information than I do are able to provide me with said information. So if this proves to be true, so Stormwolf says, Barb is supposedly not answering the phone whenever Chris calls. One troll who visited the house reports that Chris and Barb's bedrooms have been emptied of their hoards. So, now we've seen their house, but are their rooms able to be peered into, or is their hoard outside? A lot of signs are pointing towards 13 BLC being given up to the bank that holds the mortgage, and Barb will be staying with relatives, but not Chris, even if he gets let loose by the courts. If Chris is no longer able to get back to his Sonichu Temple because it belongs to the bank, the Homeless Saga would be a far worse fate for him than either prison or the nut house would have been. And I absolutely agree. Despite the fact of me thinking Chris is a terrible human being, does he deserve to be homeless and deal with that? No. No one deserves that. You know, that's something that's like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But, so that would suck if Chris did end up homeless. The fact that Barb's not answering his calls, I want to know if she's okay still. Like, is anyone checking in on her to make sure she is okay? I mean, because he said, this person says that she'll be staying with relatives, meaning she's still alive. But the fact that their bedrooms have been emptied, and the call, right up there, go watch it. He was begging for money once again for the Sonichu Temple, saying send money to Barb and stuff like that. So they are obviously not able to provide. I mean, I don't know how much Barb gets, if she gets anything from like Social Security or retirement, but whatever it is may not be enough. So if this is true and the bank is looking to claim the house, that means they're not paying. Which, like I said, would make sense why he's constantly fucking like, send money to the Sonichu Temple if you can. But one troll who visited the house reports that Chris and Barb's bedrooms have been emptied of their hoards. A lot of signs point towards 13 BLC being given up to the bank that holds the mortgage, and Barb will be staying with relatives. But not Chris, which, I mean, it's gotten to the point where everyone in his family knows what he's done. So that's probably one reason why he wouldn't be able to is, well, we've got some people here that Chris might be interested in fucking. So, sorry, Chris. We know you're going to be homeless, but we just can't take the chance of you abusing someone who lives here to satisfy your own selfish desires to do whatever. This cleansing. So I want to know why she's not answering the phone calls. I mean, we've been saying for a while that maybe Barb with the dementia, we know she has dementia, but it may not be be as bad since apparently she's taken the van out. Not only she was able to get the van back, but she was driving it. You know, and if you have bad dementia, you're not going to be allowed to drive. Um, like I said, the woman I took care of had bad dementia. I wouldn't trust her to drive one of those freaking carts you get in Walmart, let alone a motor vehicle. So if her dementia was as bad as everyone said, or as I even thought, she wouldn't be driving that van. But apparently she has been. Hence, you know, she got into the accident, and which proves she can drive because she got into a car accident, broke her, you know, fractured ribs. So maybe, I mean, I'm sure she has dementia, but it might be one of those ones that kind of like some days it's bad, some days it's not, some days it just doesn't happen. You know, lucidity is varying. So maybe she knows what Chris did and she just doesn't want anything to do with him. That's be my guess why she's not answering calls. So actually, hang on, let me go to like Kiwi Farms and Onion Farms, see if they have anything updated. So not really found anything on Kiwi Farms, of course. It could be piled in with one of the many threads and pages in one's thread. But there was the what will happen to Chris, and they have a bunch of options that people assume, and people seem to think he'll be institutionalized. So prison, monetary fine, nothing, autism shields him again, hobo saga, offing oneself, couch surfing with the few white nights he has left, group home, institutionalized, other. Honestly, I'm surprised people are that optimistic. This is what I think is going to happen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've said this before. I think they're just going to little slap on the wrist now. Don't be go fucking your mom again now. I think that's basically what's going to happen. I think he's going to get out and nothing's going to happen. Because the justice system is fucked up. And they're going to, you know, but yeah, I don't see anything that would life after prison. Like, okay, so like when you guys leave me comments like that about Chris, if you guys can link to where, you know, where you heard it or saw it, that would be great. So that way I can reference it and see full context and all that, because, you know, it would really help me out a whole lot if I had something to look at that, you know, backs up that claim. And there's just not enough time in the day to sit here reading through every single fucking comment. So. Alright, so Kiwi Farms had nothing. I just looked on Onion Farms. They didn't have anything. So again, when you leave comments like this, if you can, you know, put a link to, you know, where you heard that from or, you know, saw it, that would be great. Because I hate not being able to, you know, verify. So we're just kind of taking all this with a grain of salt here. I'm not saying that Storm Wolf is unreliable, but when I don't have anything that's provided. So yeah, just a heads up, Storm Wolf and anyone else, if you want to provide information, awesome. Just if you could just leave it in comments where you got it from and link it. Just don't go crazy with the links, otherwise YouTube will start fucking deleting that shit. So just like one link if you need to. I don't need a whole shitload of references, just, you know, one, because like I said, YouTube will just start deleting it because they'll consider it spam. So yeah, I just want to be able to verify that's what people were talking about. If it is on like the forums, same thing. It's like there's so many fucking pages, and there's other things I do during the day, other videos I make, and I can't just sit there all day looking through the forums for like one particular comment. So yeah, just link it. That would be great. but it does make sense with the bank. They've been saying that for a while. Chris has been constantly begging for money for the Sonic 2 Temple. But it's at this point, I've said before, I think she just needs to be put somewhere with, possibly with relatives, or, they're not going to be able to put her in her home, but she needs someone who can take care of her, especially now that she fractured ribs. She's old, so even though that happened a couple of weeks ago, she's old. So it may not fully heal correctly, and she's old. So and as for Chris, like I said, no matter how terrible he is, I don't wish homelessness on anyone. Just like I don't wish death on anyone. I mean, there are fucking people who are so hateful that they wish death on Barbara. It's like, oh, well, she was a bad mom. Okay, well, if you're that hateful and that spiteful, apparently you had bad parents. I hope they die. See how stupid that sounds? So just because someone was a bad parent doesn't mean they deserve to die. I mean, grow the fuck up. What are you, 12? Probably the same people who are sitting in fucking chat like, oh, I fucked your mom. So I don't wish homeless on anyone, and I don't wish death upon anyone. So I definitely wouldn't like to see Chris homeless, and I don't think he would be homeless for long. People who follow him, who admire him and fucking worship him, be more than happy. And it's sad because a lot of the people who worship him are people our age, 30s and stuff, who have their own homes and stuff like that. So they'd be like, oh yeah, sure, Chris, come live with me. So I don't think he'd end up homeless, but he wouldn't be able to go back to his house. The Sonic 2 Temple would no longer be the Sonic 2 Temple. But yeah, like I said, grain of salt. I'm not saying Stormwolf is unreliable, but there was a lot of, may come out that they will provide something, because I remember people saying, oh yeah, Barb was seen at the house, and then we got a video of people going over to the house and Barb answering the door. Again, she got into the car accident. She couldn't have gotten into the car accident unless she was home and she was in the van. So there's no reason to lie about stuff like this. It'd be so fucking stupid to lie, but there are some people who would. Again, Stormwolf, I'm not saying you, but yeah, if you can provide the sources, and if anyone else has information about Barb, stuff like that, because I know there are people in that area. I've said before, there is a person who is in the area who also watches my videos. So if you guys, I know information is kind of hard to come by even if you are in the area, but being in a town where an internet celebrity has been arrested, talk happens. It happens. So any whispers and sweet nothings would be greatly appreciated. Just whisper those sweet nothings into my ear. But yeah, either way, thank you, Stormwolf, for the possible information. Like I said, it makes a lot of sense considering Chris is constantly begging for money, not just for his own needs, but he's also donate to the Sonic 2 Temple, which I don't think anyone seems to be doing. Otherwise, he wouldn't be begging. So, let's see if any more. Nope. Oh, forgot that. Any for review? Nope. 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 Chuck Testa. Anyways, thought you guys would like to see that. As I said, if you guys have any more information about Barb and her situation, let me know. but also please provide sources. That way I could actually thank them for real information, and thank you for the information. The one guy can only do so much. That's why I'm constantly going to kiwi farms and onion farms, because random people are there writing to Chris, they're getting messages back and this and that, so it has to be a group effort. Anyways, yeah, that's all. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.